Namaste, welcome back to my channel An Architect's Diary, and I am again here for another video. I want to say thank you so much for all your love and support that you have showered on me. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go subscribe it and also like, share, comment if you like the videos. So today we will start with another topic, and today's topic is really very interesting. It is about the 5 different type of architecture. Yes, architecture is a very wide term and it consists a lot of typology, designs, styles. But today we will discuss about the major 5 architecture designs. So let's get started. So the first one is the landscape architecture, and landscape architecture, as you can also judge by its name, it is related to the land. Yes guys, and it is actually a bridge between any building and its built environment, because it deals with the various components like water, soil, vegetation and other materials like softscapes and hardscapes. So it provides life to any building or any structure. The scale of the project may vary from the building to building or complex to complex. Lots of creativity is required for designing a good landscape area. Without landscaping design, any project is just like any savory dish without salt. Yes, it is true, because it provides a new perspective and aesthetics to any building or a complex. And landscape plays a very important role in all these projects, such as a park or any school building complex, any museum, and also a heritage building complex. So the second architecture design is the vernacular architecture, and this design is unique because it includes the use of locally available materials, and also the construction technique used is done as per the local climate and also by the local artisans. The material used, such as the mud, stone, brick, thatch, etc. And these type of buildings you can find more in the rural areas as compared to urban areas, because these are not same as any conventional building. These buildings are very eco-friendly, and also these are very climate responsive buildings. But as we get modernized, architects and designers and also the people, they are not supporting much of the vernacular architecture. Now everybody is realizing that this type of building is really important, and these are also sustainable and eco-friendly. I know these are less load bearing as compared to any other conventional building, but these are cheap. Many architects and designers are working on the improvement of these kind of buildings, how we can upgrade these buildings so that it can be more sustainable in future. We talk about vernacular buildings, people think this, but in reality it can be like this and also this. So the third one is the energy efficient architecture, and this is the modern designing which deals with the energy and the environment. It basically focuses on the consumption of the energy used inside the building, and also achieving thermal comfort inside the building is the main aim of energy efficient architecture. So the main component of energy efficient architecture is HVAC and lighting, and HVAC stands for heating, ventilation and air conditioning inside the building. So why energy efficient architecture is the modern designing? Because soon we have realized that our natural resources are depleting day by day, and it is the high time that we should conserve them. So the energy consumed in these kind of buildings are generally generated by the renewable sources of energy, such as solar energy, wind energy, the geothermal energy and etc. And they reduce the use of natural resources, which is really good for our environment. So the cost of any energy efficient building is generally more than any conventional building during the time of its construction. But you will be surprised to know that these buildings are cheaper in comparison to the conventional building in the long term. Yes, you heard it right, because it saves the total overall use of energy consumption. So in the long term, they turn out to be cheap as compared to the any conventional building. So the another one is the conservation architecture, and conservation architecture deals with the conservation of old historical existing buildings, and it is different from other architecture design because lots of history is included in this architecture. And to be a conservation architect, you need to have a deep knowledge about the history and culture, then you can proceed for this designing. As a country or as a nation, it is really important to conserve or preserve our heritage monuments, because it depicts the history of our country, and my country is very rich in its culture and heritage. For example, Taj Mahal, we have Ajanta Ellora caves, we have Sanchi Stupa, and many other monuments which need conservation and preservation regularly. The major components of conservation architecture is the construction and the material. Yes, these two components plays a very major role, because during the older times we need to study that what kind of the construction material they have used and what kind of construction technique they have used in order to replicate on in order to conserve the building as it is. It requires lot of patience and hard work to be a conservation architect. Nowadays, I agree, we have developed many skills and now we are modernized, but the construction and the material used in the older times was far more better. So last but not least is the sustainable architecture, and sustainable architecture, it deals with the energy, environment, materials, comfort and much more. And these kind of buildings are also known as eco-friendly because it reduces the negative impact on the environment and its surroundings. Sustainable buildings are made with lot of intelligence. That's why they are also known as green buildings, intelligent buildings. All these buildings are the sustainable buildings. And you know, these buildings works on the futuristic approach. The evaluation in terms of the sustainability starts from the very start of the construction to the operation until the maintenance of the building. And there are multiple organizations internationally and nationally which is working hard in order to encourage the sustainable architecture and the sustainability, like Griha, we have IGBC, we have LEED. So guys, that was all about today's topic, 5 different type of architecture design. I hope you have found it interesting and got to know some more about it. In the end, I would like to say that if you want to read more about the same topic, you can go to my website. It's www.anarchitectsdiary.com, and you can follow more on my Instagram, Facebook page. I will mention the link in the description. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Also like, comment and share. As I say always in the end, that be safe, stay at home. This is the tough time. Wear your mask. That's all. Namaste.